Okay, we have a lathe that needs a home, basic framing lumber, some hand tools, and a desire to make something simple yet functional, where wood fits into wood, and the weight is distributed in a smart way. Let's get into it. Welcome to my tiny workshop. This lathe was previously in our big shop, but I want to move it in here. I want to make a dedicated stand for it. I have 4 2x4s to work with. It's going to be a basic stand with slightly splayed legs, nothing fancy. So this is the corner right here where I want to put the lathe. Now since I have a door here, I don't want to make it too deep. Also thinking about changing things around up here. This has been kind of a little art corner. I'll probably turn it into storage for lathe tools. Now, the first thing that I have been trying to figure out in terms of my design is the height of this stand, which depends on the person using the stand. I'm basically trying to make sure that my elbow height is at the same height as the center of the spindle or the tool rest. It is about 43 inches. The only part of the stand that I feel just slightly, it's a bit more challenging are the legs, since they're splayed. And I'm trying to figure out how to fit as much as possible within these pieces. I just got like another half of a 2x4. I think I might need a little bit more than 4 pieces, maybe more, closer to 5. I'm gonna go with about a 9-degree angle. It's gonna be a really tight fit. So it's not a huge splay, but a little bit. That looks good. So here we have all the pieces for the stand, the side rails, pieces for legs, 2 pieces for long rails, and 3 pieces for the top. So I'm just kind of checking out everything, make sure it's all right. So I have my legs, which are going to be splayed out like this, bunched together. And I'm going to have the rail, front rail, be inset basically like this. I need to carve that out of this piece. And on the side, there will be some carved out areas as well. When I was first thinking about the wood to use, I was debating about 4x4s for the legs. However, it actually makes more sense to use 2x4s since I'm doubling up 2 pieces for each leg. But each piece has different cutout sections. The inner one has cutouts for the long rails, but the outer piece has cutouts for the short side rails. It would be a lot more challenging to make all those intricate cuts in one 4x4 piece, as opposed to 2 separate 2x4s that will be combined. Splayed legs is a nice choice because the footprint is so small. If I was aiming for the same size for the stand but using straight legs, I'd fear it could more easily tip over and not be nearly as sturdy. As I'm sure you can tell, I am not going for perfection here, but mainly making sure the pieces fit into each other. One benefit of using this type of construction is you don't really need any hardware, just glue. And then when one piece caps another piece and the whole thing is glued together like one big puzzle, it will be very strong. And now, a moment to talk about this video sponsor, the JAIOTINK 2K video doorbell.
Someone is ringing the doorbell.
So, what do we have here? A smart doorbell that will take you 1 minute to set up, no drilling required. and a 64GB SD card included, or cloud storage. So basically, you're ready to go in no time. We have clear 2K HD resolution, even at night, up to 19 feet. And thanks to the dual lens system, you'll see both faces and packages without the fisheye distortion. Stay connected from anywhere with real-time monitoring on your mobile app. Get instant motion alerts, check in anytime, and never miss a visitor or a delivery. Two-way audio keeps you in control.
Hey, can you hear me?
Talk directly through the doorbell.
Hello, who is this?
Or use quick voice replies with just a tap. For added peace of mind, even change your voice when answering. So, easy to install, clear to see, simple to use. More information in the description below. Thanks! My biggest concern with gluing this together was getting the displayed angles just right, but everything came together nicely. In general, these kinds of projects, cheap, basic, yet slightly intricate at the same time, I find that interesting. And what was this? Basically 5 2x4s, so at $5 a piece, that's 25 bucks. And we've got a stand and a chance to play with my tools a bit. Vad fint det ser ut! And I'm adding a few screws to the long rails here, connecting it to the legs, mainly to act as clamps as the glue dries, to hold everything together perfectly. Tool storage. So I have a 2x4 and I drilled actually different sized holes for my different tools. I tried to kind of match them up more or less with a collar here, which worked out well because they are quite different in size. It's just like some basic brackets that are holding them under there. In general, I love the minimal footprint this takes up. I mean, if I open the door up, there's no issue whatsoever. I close it and then I have plenty of room to stand here, you know, take out my tool and go like this. Height perfect. Remember, my goal was to have my elbow be the same height as the spindle or the tool rest. And it is pretty precise, I have to say, but it's a great height. Obviously, if a shorter person was using this lathe, they could, you know, step up on something. So this is the Grizzly G0844. I think it is a pretty standard bench top model in terms of size. But what's so awesome about building something yourself, right, is that you can make it fit your tool and your space to the letter. When I first started this project, the main things was, okay, I only wanted to use a little bit of wood. And I wanted to use hand tools to build it. I wanted wood, all the weight to rest on wood. I wanted it to be pretty small and be custom fit for this specific lathe, not a lot of extra room. I know it is tempting to make stands for tools larger than like what you actually need, because you think, oh, it could be useful to have a little space to put down your tool or whatever. In my experience, that never really works. It just gets full of shavings and a big mess, and it's better to do smaller if you can and then have you know, other solutions for storage. This rail piece here, which is basically holding the whole weight, is resting on this piece right here, which is carved out. And in the same way, we have carved out pieces on the side. I also connected this stand to the wall, to one of the studs. And not because I think it's just a precaution, because I don't want it to accidentally tip over me. What if I turned something really big and, you know, it became unruly and, you know, you just don't want it to topple over you. I don't think it really would, but, you know, it's just a precaution. The top here was just connected with some wood underneath here, wood that was connected to the sides and the top, kind of like instead of using brackets. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.